breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. As Nnamdi Kanu awaits Supreme Court ruling, he issues fresh directive to IPOB. As Nnamdi Kanu awaits Supreme Court ruling, he issues fresh directive to IPOB. To my dear listeners from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has issued 7-point directives to his supporters as he awaits judgment from the Supreme Court to seal his fate. A statement by Kanu's lawyer, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, after his routine visit to the separatist leader at the headquarters of the Department of State Services, DSS, Abuja on Thursday, reviewed the 7 directives. Kanu first called on his supporters to be cautious of their enemies and maintain peace in all quarters, adding that IPOB is a peaceful self-determination movement. He went further to condemn all forms of criminalities and those behind them as the second point, while he stressed as the third point that he was not giving any order to any group to engage in any form of criminality. The statement partly read, "Furthermore, Oyedu directed me to issue the foregoing statement. 1. That this critical time calls for the greatest circumspect among his followers because the enemies are relentlessly exploiting the vulnerable to sustain their status quo and further blackmail the IPOB, ably led by Nnamdi Kanu, which is a peaceful self-determination movement. 2. He has a hard stance in the condemnation of crimes and dissident and reiterated that he has never condoned nor supported criminality of any form. Hence, the criminal elements who are involved in making lives unbearable to allow people should be immediately fished out and dealt with as such. They have no place in IPOB's peaceful self-determination movement. 3. That the general public and indeed his people should be notified in unmistaken terms that nobody is receiving any instruction from him for the purpose of encouraging dissident behaviors and accordingly disassociate himself from any person who is mischievously feeding the public with such blatant falsehood. Kanu stressed that he has since made the stance public, which position is clearly contained in a viral short clip recorded during one of his appearances in court. The separatist agitator. On the fourth point, called for complete tranquility in the southeastern part of Nigeria, which has witnessed all manners of disturbance and chaos, especially during Monday's sit at home. Kanu made the fifth point that IPOB was created on a peaceful foundation. He also said it was the activities of assailant that were forcing security agents to unleash terror on the southeast region. Four, Kanu reiterated his call for total calmness in the entire southeast region, and particularly queried the mental state of those who are relentlessly waging war against his people, the very people he had sworn to protect and make life better for. 5. Kanu's movement was founded on a peaceful bedrock in consonance with the universally recognized right of indigenous people to self-determination as clearly encapsulated under the extant laws. 6. That the activities of the dissident marauders will engage in criminal activities have further emboldened the Nigerian security legend to unleash terror on innocent people of the southeast region, the statement said. Finally, Kanu said the court rulings in his favor might not go down well with federal government, thus asking his supporters to be peaceful and calm to avoid being blackmailed. Now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by the comment section